We're live.
We're live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
All right. How are y'all doing, my fancy, fabulous friends? Welcome to the Fancy Sphere. All right. I call this fancy chat. We're in session now. Let's do it. All right. So, our fancy fact of the day. Get ready, get ready. So during ancient times, makeup was used. So they would use berries and other fruits to add some color to their face. Give it up for the fancy fact.
I have some fruit in the refrigerator. I need to go.
I know. I never even thought of that. I was such a, I was an only child, and very creative. And I never thought of that.
I don't think anybody did.
All right. So this is Fancy Fit Friday. So Fancy Fit Friday is all about fitness, fashion, and all things fancy. So I do want to welcome our fancy panel. All right. So we have Miss Penny. Miss Penny is with Penny's Lifestyle Living. Hey, Miss Penny. And we have Gwendolyn at Gwendolyn Ray Inspires.
Let's
Give it up for Gwendolyn. All right. So this is episode 5. All right. And our topic for today is fancy on a budget. And guess who came up with that topic? It was Gwendolyn. So tonight we're going to mix things up a little bit. And Gwendolyn is going to lead our discussion this evening. So tonight is your night, girlfriend. Let's go.
I think I'm excited. So I decided to pick fancy on a budget because I actually wrote down some stuff. So I'm gonna look at my notes and you.
But of course, you wrote down some stuff, Miss Gwendolyn.
So this is how I want to start the conversation because fancy on a budget also relates to myself. So I wrote I came up with this topic because being fancy automatically is associated with high price items and expensive decor, which I believe will be able to debunk in this video. I personally relate to this topic because when I became a housewife, I had to be mindful of my spending of my husband's income. It's really important, right?
Yes.
And since then, I've grown into my womanhood, and I have learned that being fancy is not just what you wear, but it starts with your outlook and gratitude for life. Since then, I've grown in my. I have noticed that once interacting with people, I later learned that they believe that I'm in a higher tax bracket, which is weird to me. But with that being said, what are some priceless attributes and characteristics of a woman that can make her appear fancy? So I can repeat that again.
Okay. I understand the question. Do you, Miss Penny?
Now say that again.
Okay. The question was, what are some priceless attributes or characteristics of a woman that can make her appear fancy?
Now, did you just say priceless?
Priceless, that are free, that don't cost any money. So, characteristics and attributes. If you want, I can go first.
All right, you go first.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
So for me, my two are femininity. Femininity is one because it's free to be feminine. Femininity to me is it's a trait. It's something that you are. It's something that you have become based on your experience or the things you have learned. And then another one for me is gratitude. I think just being grateful for what you have and grateful for what's coming in the future actually it gives you a fancy, classy feeling. It's not like a person that's like, oh, that's not good enough, or I wish I had more, or I wish I had what she had, like envious. It's actually the total opposite. And people that come off that way actually appear more fancy and classy. That's the word I'm going for. It's classy. Because you can tell that they're grateful for what they had, and they have a better outlook on life. So that's my two: femininity, and being grateful. So those two are pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great, Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are two.
So one that comes to my mind is being clean and like having great hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of goes, along with femininity for sure, but having, clean nails, clean hair, making sure that whatever you have, even if you paid $1 for it, that it's pressed, that it's neat, that you take care of what you have, and that you smell good, that you take care of yourself on the outside. Not only being fancy, on your body, but also where you live, making sure that your house is clean. Making sure that your car is clean. I know that's kind of hard for us. I mean, my husband, he has to stay on me with that. but yes, making sure that your car is clean and that your home is clean. And I know a lot of us, including myself, like things like our purses. My purse is like a catastrophe. I have to I have to work on that. But yeah, just cleanliness. I think that is priceless. It takes some extra effort with different things, but it really does make a huge difference for sure.
It does. Yeah. Miss Penny, what are you two?
Well, yeah, definitely. I agree with each one of you because it's so important. Because you touch on some good stuff, and like Miriam says, the phenomenon of a woman, and how she carry herself, her character. How she speak, how she dress, how she walk. Showing that sweetheart, love, humble spirit. Being a lady. Keeping and maintaining herself, like the Bible said, being that Proverbs 31 woman and then some, and taking care of self, taking care of home, maintaining her home, her family, and much of all herself, keeping God in her life, having a sweet character. The worst thing you can have as a woman and a bad character is have a big mouth woman. You can have a nice looking woman, but when she have a big mouth, it really messes up her character. Like you said, you want to be classy, you want to be elegant, you most of all want to be humble. And I do believe that helps us as a woman, to take care on the inside of our heart, stay in that right relationship with God, which is first thing important for us. So our femininity can show. It's nothing wrong with you, like taking care of your nails and your hair. All that comes to as being a woman, because we like pretty stuff. Taking care of ourselves. We like to be beautiful. We like pretty stuff. And at a low expense. Being classy, being elegant. Being humble, being lovable, being care. Showing that care and loving. As we are as women, because women are nurtures, and we show nurtures, and that's a part of a woman. Character, to be fancy. To be classy. You got to have a caring heart, and you show that. You show that who you are.
Yes.
Y'all made some great points. Oh my God, I didn't think of all those things. Oh my God. I learned so much. Yeah, so I actually have 4 I have 4 more questions, right? So I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna let you both tell me what question you want to answer next. So I have numbers 2 through 5 left.
Okay.
So what number do y'all want to pick for the question? Because I don't think it's any order I could really put it in. So what you think? Can you agree on something?
All right. So let's do, well, before I pick my number, I see this comment from Roy Jackson. He said, and a great attitude. That is, attitude is like number 1 with me. I'm surprised I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, the attitude.
Really
Yes, that goes with that.
Make or break you with like so many things.
Go with that mouth, huh? Watch that mouth and that attitude.
Without having a great attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know, and a good example of being fancy with a really bad attitude is from the 101 Dalmatians. What is it? Cruella?
Cruella, yeah.
Oh my! Had everything fancy, but that lady was scary. Like,
absolutely,
like when I saw her, like her image, like as a child, like in books, on TV, like I would be like running in the other direction. And you guys know, even as a child, I love fancy things, but her fanciness and all that stuff, woo, she was scary. Her attitude was terrible.
Yeah.
You know who else I'm thinking of? This is probably like a kid animation too, but Little Mermaid. I think her name was Ursula. Ursula.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, that was scary.
She always had a nice black dress, but she just was so evil. She was so mean.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're right. And like, and one other comment too. This is Jane Jackson. She says accessories that look expensive but really are not. Oh my gosh, that is so. I have such a great example.
What? Wait, y'all gotta hold on. That was one of my questions. Wait, hold on. Did they read my notes?
I'm trying to get close up so you guys can see it.
I just thought it just now when she read it.
Yes.
The necklace I couldn't wear with this, but when I tell you less than $20,
and we love a deal.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my goodness.
So, you know, from our friends in China.
Yeah, you don't travel across the world. You done came across the world.
Listen, I can't knock you at all.
So I choose number 5.
Okay. Number 5. Okay. I didn't expect you to pick number 5. Okay. So number 5 is we all have different opinions on what we consider is a fancy hairstyle. What is your most inexpensive hairstyle that makes you feel fancy? And what hairstyle in your book is a no-go?
Okay, so for me, as a child, I used to, you know, have the braids, and then, you know, when I was, you know, we have the beads and all that, and I am like a little bit traumatized. So you will not ever see me in braids. I'm telling you, like the beads, you can't go to sleep. It was a mess. And then like having to like get your hair done for like hours and hours and sit there for hours. And then you had to like keep the style forever because it was like expensive, and you have to keep it. Like you can't change your hair. You have to keep it in braids. Oh gosh, that is just not for me. Do it. I can't do the braids. But they're beautiful on other people. They're beautiful. But I just can't do the braids. They traumatized me as a child.
Oh,
were you ever like too tight?
Yes, that too. That's the main thing. That's number 1. They were too tight, too uncomfortable, sleep.
Oh my
You were so
God.
tight. You couldn't even, when you first got them done, you couldn't even eat. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't even breathe. I'm like, no, thank you. Nope.
So you don't wear braids, not even cornrows?
I don't want them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to.
So you don't do the cornrows neither?
Or my own hair. Because I can
Oh.
take them out. Yeah, and I braid my daughter's hair, but I don't braid it tight and I don't put beads in them either.
I remember that too. I got braids up until I think I was about 13-ish. And I used to have the barrettes and ballies and beads, like you said. As I got older, I started doing beads.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember like being like this, like I can't sleep.
Yeah, and then how it's like your eyes are like
Yeah, you have to take some
you got
Tylenol.
plastic surgery because you're so tired.
Oh my goodness.
You can't move your face. It's a no for me. That was your question. What's a no? That's a no for me. And like an easy, cheap. Well, all of my styles are cheap because I haven't gone to the hair salon in since my son is 12.
Mm-hmm.
So in about 12 years, I haven't been to the hair salon.
You like, I do it myself.
Everything is for the free around here. So everything I think of is free.
Exactly. Me too. I can relate because I've been doing my own hair for, I'm not going to say since my last son, but at least for the past, I'd say 8 to 10 years. Mm-hmm. I honestly I think I have a phobia of new hairstylists. I'm just like, don't cut off all my hair. Like, I'm always so scared. Mm-hmm. Because when I go there, like, oh, this damage, and they cut so much
every time. Like every time they're cutting your hair.
It's like, you cut off all my hair. It was not that bad.
Right.
Why did you do that? So that's one of the reasons why I don't go to the salon. Like, for me,
you trim your own hair?
I do. I trim my own hair. I sure do. I do. I do like a blowout, and then I'll trim the ends.
I don't trim my ends.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
What? Get out of here.
I haven't trimmed my ends in since I've been to the salon in 12 years. That's like a little known fact. I never knew
that.
But what I do, I know all of the hairdressers are about to faint.
They're probably like,
all of her hair is about to fall out. No, actually, I condition my hair a lot. Mm-hmm. And if I put heat on it, I think I'm kind of going off the subject, but if I put heat on it, I use a heat protectant.
Okay.
And I try not to use heat very often.
Okay.
And so I try to take care of it and keep it moisturized and things like that. But I don't cut.
She said, I'm not cutting my hair off.
I have hair on my head, so I mean.
Exactly. It must be working. Listen, it's beautiful. I love it. So doing something right. What about you, Miss Penny? What do you want me to ask the question again? I know we kind of went on.
Again. Yeah, please do.
Okay, I'm asking again. So the question was, this is the beginning of the question. It says we all have different opinions on what we consider as a fancy hairstyle. What is your most inexpensive hairstyle that makes you feel fancy? And what hairstyles in your book are a no-go?
Well, before you answer, Penny, I just want to read this one comment from Jill Style.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Because it's hilarious to me.
Let me hear it.
She said, one simple but elegant hairstyle for me is pulled back like Penny's hair tonight with simple earrings. Okay. A no-go for me is the crispy starch looking curls. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
Too. Oh, they look. Who came up with that?
Starch curl.
I know exactly what she's talking about. They look crazy to me. Oh gosh, I shouldn't say that because somebody may, I mean, obviously a lot of people think they're cute, but it's a no-go for
Yeah,
me too, Jill. They
yeah,
don't
them,
look natural at
No,
all.
you don't. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Oh my.
but I think the style, like she said, like I said, just a easy bun or maybe a quick ponytail or something, throw back because you can throw a bun style, and make it fancy and make it just simple and elegant and kind of, put some little style into it and jewelry or whatever, and like I said, put some earrings and just, make yourself look glamorous just with a natural style. I always, because my hair always had been long and thick and I was ever since a child, but I just never liked it because it was hard to comb and I used to, never liked it. But nevertheless, but now, like you said, cutting your hair is probably my hair probably is a no-no because I will miss my ponytails and this a ponytail will never go out of style, guys. It'll never go out of style. See, I got a little scarf on it. Never go out of style because you can throw a bun in that baby. It'll never go out of style. But I don't
Right.
know. I think and for right now, which I have not moved into it, but I love it on other people here. I could not do the twist. And the reason why I can't do it, I love it and I like the way it look. My daughter has it, but it's like a forever style to me. And I like to change my hair. So I asked my daughter, I said, well, what am I doing? Because she said, Mom, you should get the twist. I said, well, it is a good style. It's an easy style. You don't have to worry about, just keep your hair,
Do you mean the ones that look like soft dreadlocks?
yeah, yeah. But
I like those. Those are pretty.
I
But
like
again,
them.
they're
I
they're
like them
still in
too,
the
but
in
on
the
other
braid
people.
category for me, so that's a no-go too. But
Yeah,
they
but I
are
like
very
them on other
pretty.
people, and the reason why it's not that it's not so much that I dislike them. It's the problem I have with it is because when I want to change my style, I can't. So I don't know. I guess maybe you can put a wig on top of it. I don't know. Who knows? I never had them. But what I'm saying is that like they look good because my daughter has it and she has the a color in it and it's real nice on her. I love it. And I said, well, the only problem I have, and she said, Mom, why don't you get that for your hair? Could be that it's natural. I said it would be a good idea. I don't have to worry about it. But what happened if they come to the day that's I feel like we're in a different style today where I'm gonna be stuck with my hair with those twists in my head.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. Unless it's loosable
Mhm.
twists like that, I don't know how that worked. That I can do it. But that other than that, it's not a bad style. Don't get me wrong. I do like it on people. I do like that style. I really do. But I just like to change my style sometimes, and I guess when I get to I don't know if I ever get to an age I can't do nothing because I don't know. I ain't never asked God to give me a place that I'd never get nowhere. So I don't know if I'll ever get that style. I can't never say I will never get it, but I know that if I do get it, that's the look I'm sticking with. But for right now, I don't want that right now because I don't want to just stick with that. I
Mhm.
mean that way. And you talk about the trimming the hair. Well, you know what? I try to trim my hair and I just pull it up in the mirror and try to trim it. So that's all the trim I do. I don't know. That's all I do. I
Mhm.
don't know. But other than that, that's the only style. Now, when you go back to childhood, now I remember back in the day, mom, the way they used to do our hair. I'm a 1967 baby. We grew up in those times. And when they get some hair, baby, they used to put a big plait here, big plait here, big plait here. That was the style. Those are style we'll never go back to. Okay.
I hate that one
Only
too.
when I go to bed and I put my hair up and put a scarf on it. But as the couple, I don't think so. So that is the no no. That really is the no no one. If I go back, if I want to go back in time and think about a style that would be the one. And then Lord they took a picture with me with the plants. I said, Jesus, y'all got one of those pictures that you said, Lord,
Just
that was
hide it. Hide it.
they had
Stuff the
one here, and they put a big one. No, they might put two in the back, or a big one here, and a big one here. That was the style. Yeah. But they
I
could have given me
remember
a
that.
ponytail. I wouldn't mind. Just give me a nice, cause ponytails was on the style when we was growing up, honey. Throw us a ponytail. A ponytail never got a style. That's the only thing why I will not want to cut my hair, is because when you if you don't do nothing to your hair, you can always put it in a ponytail.
That is true.
That's one. And I love my ponytail.
Yes. I agree.
My go-to is a head wrap if I don't feel like doing my hair, or a hat. You guys
Ooh.
know I love
Yeah.
hats, and head wraps, and they always look fancy just automatically.
Yeah, I do that too. I wrap my hair too. And
Mhm.
sometimes if I can't find that ponytail, I braid them in two. You know, them two braids they're coming back in
Oh,
style.
yeah,
Those, you know
yeah,
what? Those two braids, you know, them two braids we used to wear back when we were
yeah.
kids.
Mhm.
They got
French
them back in
braids. Are you
style.
talking about French braids?
Yes, they are back in style. Let's see
Mhm.
the kids now are wearing those things. My granddaughters, they get the little French braid and you know,
Oh,
just put a little scarf on. I put a French braid and put my scarf on or something that's, you know, tied down or
that's
something. That's
cute.
what. But yeah, I still do a little French. Y'all don't do the French braid no more?
I
No,
do.
but I
I
mean,
do.
hey, I may need to bring that back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the French braid. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that I wear it out like that, but if I want to wear like you say, a scarf or wrap, or French
Mhm,
braid it and put a little wig cap on it or something and
mhm.
wrap it up.
All
Yeah,
right.
I do wear them. I haven't worn them in a while. I think the last time I wore them was about a month ago. But before that, I didn't wear them for a while. But it actually complements my head shape. I have like this very oval head, and like everybody's head shape is different, and we
Yeah,
can't all wear the same hairstyles.
yeah, yeah. I know.
So for
That
me,
is
it just
very
looks really nice on me. Like it makes my hair look really slim and my face
true.
look sculpted. So I like it. So I wear it.
Yeah, yeah, but sometimes, you know, like I can do it, but I have to really get that become comb my hair real through. And sometimes, you know, you don't feel like holding your hands way up here, but you can do. I can do it, but it's like I don't do it too often. But I'm
Oh,
like, oh God, just sick them. Where are the grandkids when the children when you need them to plait your hair? So, but
I
anyway,
know.
but then I go back to the big plaits that nobody see. Take it into Christmas like it.
Ah,
When
that's
I
all
when I
good.
don't go out in public like that.
So, Miss Penny, I wanted you to tell me which question you want to answer next. So we have 2, 3, and 4 now.
Let's go to two.
2? Okay. Put my glasses on.
Yes, but we need our extra eyes.
Okay, so number 2 is, oh, when you think of being fancy on a budget, what are 2 stores you would visit to get what you're looking for, but not sacrifice the look? So
Um,
what are 2 what no when you think of being fancy on a budget, what are 2 stores you would visit to get what you're looking for, but not sacrifice your look?
oh yes. And that's a good question because I was just in the mall around before the holidays in Maryland, and I went to the store and God, what's that store called? And they have some nice stuff on a good budget. But like I said too, I think I would love to go to like a well I said like I would love to go like any place like a Bell's or maybe Cato's, you know, something on a budget and it is accordingly if you can find something. One thing I found out about local department stores, and I know now we shop a lot online, is that you know when you see something and you see that it's fancy or you like it on a budget, you got to grab it. But I like to go to stores like I think the New York. I don't know if they're still in the mall. We used to have Express. I don't think they have Express
Oh, I
again.
used to love Express.
They
I used to
still
love
have
Express
Express where
because
I live, they do. They still have it.
yeah, I
Mhm.
used to love Express. I don't think they have them in the mall no more. I didn't see them in the mall this time. But oh, Forever 21, I like them. I really do. They have pretty good stuff. You just got to go to the stuff and see what fits your style. But
Oh,
they do have things in there that you know, for the everyday women and you know, for all women ages, even younger teens and stuff like that. So I just go I try not to really overspend on a, you know, buying too much expensive thing unless it's something I'm gonna need, like if it had to be something dressy for church or something for business or something for a special occasion, and I spend money into it because I know I'm going to use it more than once. So other than that, unless it's really something formal that I need it for, I really try not to overspend, you know, with clothing. Because to be honest with you guys, I just like wearing um something comfortable, some what you call some tights, something comfortable or throw on, get around the house. dress or something. I just like to be comfortable. I'm not the one, like, even when I do my videos, I really have to say, okay, look, let me put on some clothes here, because something, because you get in the videos, you want to look presentable. Around the house, really, be honest, we're home, we in the videos and we try to present a positive thing for that on there. But to be honest with you guys, every day I put my little scarf, my throw around clothes on, and I'm comfortable. My holy shirt, whatever you might think.
A holy shirt. Oh, such a my girl.
Shirts that we don't throw away. Come on
Not
now.
in the fancy sphere. No.
Not when I'm on the video, though. But I'm just saying, I'm behind the scenes. I'm comfortable. You throw your baggy clothes.
My ears are burning. I'm melting. I'm melting.
Oh, I killed the fancy. Oh, it's just like it's like water that hit some sugar and it's melting. She's melting. But on a serious thing, you know what? I shop on a budget, so I try not to overspend. But like I said, I always have to monitor the budget. Like I said, the husband money, which is you got your money, but then you spend your honey money. But then they say, well, why? They be looking like, but where you get that from? Oh, what you mean? Okay, we will talk about that later. So I just, like with me, I catch sales. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I shop, I catch sales. And most of the things on the way, I really kind of go over the budget unless it's something that I need for that occasion. But other than that, I try to, I was looking at what's it Tina? Tina? I was looking at when she shop at Shein, and I just shop at Shein this year online. And I'm telling you, they have beautiful things, but you have to sort out with your style or what you want.
Yeah.
So but they're good things. Like I said, now we have a lot of online shopping. So I'm just a Amazon shopper. So if something don't work, even if I order the clothes and it looks good, now take it back because Amazon take back everything. But anyway, but I don't know, like for clothes shopping, or anything, like even like, okay, let me tell you about what I do. Like I don't spend hundreds of dollars on purses. I don't, I'm not taking down for nobody who does that. But I if I'm about a good purse, and like me tell, first of all, I get a purse that look nice that I'm gonna take around every day. But my daughter, she loves to shop for Coach and Michael Kors, so she likes to change up. So I said, sister, when you took that down, come on and pass it over here. That's what I do to her. So I get my purses we say on wholesale prices. I mean free. because, I'm telling you, how them young people is now. They get tired of things real quick. And I wish I had that person here. I'll show it to y'all right now. That's my purse, my Coach purse. That purse is in good shape. So, I'm not the type of person to say, I'm going to spend $300 on hair. No, I'm not doing that. Sister, I need, some people don't wear wigs. Sometimes I wear the wigs and sometimes I don't. I'm trying to, bring out more of my natural hair from time to time. But even dealing with wigs, I'm not going beyond paying no $300 and $400 for wigs. I'm not doing that. My limit, don't you go over $100, and that's almost too much for me. But if I could get a good one that'll last me and something that's manageable, I don't have to work hard with, because I don't need nothing. Sister don't need nothing that she have to work hard with. So anything I get, like I said, whether it comes from the shoes, like I said, I walk every day. I don't need a name brand shoe to walk in to exercising, okay? Now, some people might be doing, I'm not taking that away from it, but I do go to Nike where I catch their clearance.
Now, my sneakers, on the other hand, I gotta have some good sneakers, because if you're running on some cheap sneakers, you're gonna feel it.
But the ones I bought, they're from, I can't remember. They're not the name brand, but they're comfortable walking shoes. Them things is on the point. Good. They are good. But what I'm saying, they don't have to be a name brand, but be good shoes. But they're good. Yeah, they're don't lie. I ain't getting that hurt my feet now. But
No,
but
no,
yeah,
no.
but if I do wear the name brand sneakers, if I do that, I will wear it out like if we're going someplace or doing something, save those for those. But for my everyday walking, I got a nice casual pair, comfortable shoes. It doesn't bother my feet or nothing. They don't have to be name brand. So what I'm saying is that things that I buy do not have to be name brand. It can be off brand, but like I said, but if I'm into getting to the name brand stuff, I do wait for the sales. I'm very patient when it comes to sales because I can find me some sales. I am a sales shopper. I'm a budget shopper. Girl, I can, if it's a sale, I can find it. So I'm not, no, I don't, unless, like I said, I don't, unless I have to and I need it, then I go beyond and I'll probably put that extra money, unless it's something that I know it's going to last, and it's you get sometimes, because sometimes my one thing my dad taught me. He said we was painting something, and he said, now you either gonna get the good paint or you're gonna get the cheaper paint, and that ain't gonna last. So certain things you got to get the good name stuff. Okay, so don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm just all cheap up. I'm not. But there are certain things you're gonna have to get good quality. So when it comes to getting good quality stuff, and you have to get, some things you can't do the knockoff.
Speaking of that, this has nothing to do with fancy, but okay, everybody knows, it's inflation, it's getting crazy. Like
Say it again.
$4.39 for 18 eggs. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I know bread is almost
$1.50, right?
how much is that bread?
Exactly.
So I love the Ajax dish detergent, dish liquid, right? That is my brand, Ajax, right?
Uh-huh.
But Ajax was like, the price doubled. So I was like, let me try the store brand.
Okay.
I will never do that again.
What?
It was like not washing anything. Like I was like, this is terrible.
Oh, you must have got the raw one.
You can't buy generic everything.
No, you
have to
can't. Not
know
everything.
what
Yeah.
to do, because you'll end up wasting money and losing money if you buy the wrong thing. So there are some brands that I am loyal
Yeah,
to.
there's some things. And there's some things, like I said, even dealing with weave and stuff, which I'm not a weave queen. I'm really not, but there are some things that you just can't buy cheap. I'm sorry. Like I said, there's a time for all things, but there's a time for all things now. But like you said, we know it's not all about fancy, but it's all coming into that budget thing too now at the
Right.
same time. And like I said too, but we, when it comes to elegant and getting something that represent us, and like you said, um we're not presenting that we're cheapos or nothing like that. We're just saying that, we're living in a time you got to be wise about your spending. And
Spending.
this is time now you got to learn how to save and budget. If it ain't no other time, we really need to learn. And now
Yes.
I'm gonna ask her a question. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. How much is your bread? She talking about that food, because I went and bought some bread, and I haven't had bread in a while because I love, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, since I'm trying to do something here on different. So, and the bread was $3 and something. I said, "Oh Lord, when the bread almost $4?
Yeah.
Y'all bread high too?"
Yes.
Oh, everything is. You didn't get
Everything,
the memo, Miss
everything
Penny?
high. Yeah.
The expensive
So to
thing.
be fancy, baby, we got
Bread.
to
I
be
was like, what in the world? $4? It's horrible. What?
yeah,
I'm paying $1 for a quarter of bread.
yeah.
Hey, it's 40 low. I
I
have
said,
to start making my own bread. At
that's
this
what I
point,
said too. I said, Lord, we're gonna have to go back to baking bread. That's what I said too. Baking our own bread. Mm,
oh my goodness.
them women had to do that. But but other than that, like
Oh.
I said,
James Jackson says, I love name brand expensive purses as long as someone else is buying them.
I agree with you, sis. I agree with
What
you.
you on
But
that?
Now, hey,
women,
I'm not gonna say, hey, take this back if someone else is
come on
buying
now,
it
I'm
now.
telling you. But like I said, I ain't gonna never say I won't buy, but I always look for the sales. Like you go to TJ Maxx or you wait online patiently, those stuff do go on sale. But so a lot of time when they first come out, they're $300, $400. But nope. Nope.
Right. I learned that lesson. Well, I've learned a lot of lessons about sales. At one of my old marketing jobs, I've had a lot of jobs, so I learned a lot of fashion lessons at my jobs. So this guy, he was so fashionable. Oh my gosh, he's in politics now, but he's so fashionable. Like, and he walked in and he had like it was like the most fashionable sports coat. I'm talking about it had like gold buttons up here, there, here, everywhere. I mean, it was fabulous. And I said, how much did you pay for that? Like, it looked like that. Like, you just have to outright ask. And he looked at me and he said, 4. And I said,
he said, where? What?
He said 4. That's all he said. He said 4. And I said, $400? I said, I know what we make around here. What?
I hope you don't
and
see
he said $4 at Goodwill.
Ah,
how did I know? Okay, I
talking
knew
about all of his stuff looked like Louis Vuitton level things. Like, he was like a very great dresser. And
that's amazing.
guess who was at Goodwill later that day?
You're like, which one did you go to? I'm going there.
So yeah, like sometimes like these like thrift and consignment.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you will be so surprised. A lot of this stuff isn't even used.
Yeah.
People who like it wasn't their size, or they never wore it, or it wasn't their style, but hey, it may be my style, you know, things like that. So you just have to be patient and like kind of look through. You have to, you know, it takes patience. So when you find things, like, it's worth it, because you don't even have to ask for what the price is. You just pick it up, have a whole cart and get up there and they're like, oh, $30. What?
It's like now, secondhand stores have like a point system. Mm-hmm. So you spend a certain amount of money, you get something free. You get free stuff.
Yeah, they have all.
So they really upgraded a lot. I can say that.
Yeah. And so my daughter, she's like into it, and she's like, "Are we going on a treasure hunt?"
Yes, baby. We're going to see what we can find.
Like, yes.
If you find a Goodwill, you're blessed, because sometimes it's hard to find the good stuff, because people constantly are coming. But if you get blessed to find some good stuff, because I've seen some ladies on the videos that they go to Goodwill, they must have stayed in there, and they find these purses, name brand stuff, and they resell them on Poshmark or whatever you call it, those sites and stuff. But I said, my God, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a one that stay in the thrift store. I like the thrift store where I go find deals, but like I said, I don't hunt them down like that. I guess I'm too slow. I guess I'm too slow. I guess. But the one in Florida, when I went to my brother, I'm staying in Ocala, Florida.
Oh, I know Ocala.
Yeah, and when we went there, that one by them, I guess it was the fancier neighborhoods, I guess. But that Goodwill was popping. You find good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that Goodwill was good. But around here, where our area,
no,
it's hard to find good stuff. I don't know. I guess, like I said, unless you live by one and you can constantly stay in there. I don't go in there too much, and be honest with you, but unless I'm really thrifting or might be thrifting, looking for something, I'm see if they got anything for decor, something. I like to do a lot of that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, not getting off the subject, but I'm gonna get back on it. But I don't like the way they smell. So I definitely wear masks. Yeah, I don't like the way that stuff smell.
I think it depends on the store too. The store,
maybe that's probably what it is too.
That old clothes basement stench.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, basement smell. You like, I don't want to shop here.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Jill said, with Goodwill, you need to go to the ones in the affluent areas. So for here in Atlanta, that's Buckhead.
She got it. That's it.
Yeah, I got it.
My Goodwill is trash. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jill.
What she said?
She said her Goodwill is trash.
Mine is too. Because I guess when you go, you have to FaceTime me. I say, "Oh, give me that."
So I live in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. A lot of our Goodwills are bad too. I'm not gonna lie. I go to New Jersey. So once you cross the bridge and you go to nice areas out there, you can find a lot of nice things out there. A lot of things.
Oh, wow.
And their thrift stores, they have like mega stores out there. So they're huge.
Wow.
There's so many different things to look through. So I take the time out to go look for things, and I come on like ticket days. I get the discount. I always find something there. All the
Go ahead.
all the time. So if you're in New Jersey, go to Second Avenue. Second Avenue is one of the best.
Second Avenue, okay.
Yeah, Second Avenue is it. So if you see any Second Avenue, stop
The
by.
next day you go, give us a video and let us see how it looks.
Oh
So
yeah,
we might have to cash app you some money and sit us. Oh,
I'm gonna show you. I'm like,
see, she be doing video shopping.
Right.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
A fancy thrift haul. Fancy thrift haul.
Yes, exactly. I gotta do one. Actually, and this is why I wore this dress today. This dress was thrifted.
Oh, that's
All
nice.
right.
Oh my goodness. I've had this dress for 10 years.
Oh.
I'm 31 now. So I've had this dress since I was 21.
Oh.
And it still fits me in certain ways. Like I said, today I found out it was too big. But outside of that, it still looks really nice. It's really vibrant. And when I first got it, it had a tag on it. It was a brand new item. So that's why I always recommend a consignment shop or a good, upscale thrift store, like she said, because they have a lot of good stuff and you don't have to spend a lot of money to look nice. And that's what I love about secondhand stores. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
This is one of our new fancy fabulous friends. I remember you. For sure. She said the Goodwill in South Philly is amazing. I don't know where you are, but she said in South Philly is amazing.
Oh, South Philly. Okay.
South Philly.
Did she leave a name? What's the name?
What's the name of
What's the name? Handcrafted by Nava.
No, what's the name?
The name of the Goodwill in South Philly.
Yes. Leave the name. I'm gonna look it up on Google. I'm fine. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go. I'm gonna pick one more.
Oh, okay. See, this is a good comment. Jill said thrifting is much easier when you are smaller. It's a little difficult when you're thicker. Now, Jill, I'm just gonna say that's from your perspective. From mine, I usually see it's a little harder to find my sizes sometimes because, as someone that I know said, everybody's plus size.
So what you say? You see more plus size on your store?
I see a lot. I mean, I see more average, bigger sizes than smaller
That's
sizes.
right for me. I'm like a medium or 18.
There's not very. I mean, honestly, it's not as many smaller people. So they're trying to,
Yeah, I've been looking for like some nice jeans. Let me see if I find some jeans or something casual or skirts or something. I don't know. I guess everybody's small. Come look at I can't find it.
I guess it does depend on maybe what store.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when I was trying to thrift when I was heavier and I could never find nothing. It made me so angry. I used to be like, that is so nice, but I can't even get my thigh in there. I used to be so mad. And I used to think like maybe I could buy it and just try to lose weight real fast.
Oh my God.
So once I lost the weight, I'm like, I can agree with her comment. Like, I can fit a lot of things now. So I don't know. I agree with her. I agree.
I've been like smaller than I am now, and it was a little difficult for me. So maybe it's harder, like when you're like 4 and under, like size 4 and under, and then like a plus size maybe.
True. I'm not sure. That's what it is too. Like really, really, like on a smaller end versus on a really, really high end. I think it depends. Like you said.
Yes.
I think it also depends on the area too, depending on the women that live there, because those are the people that are going to be donating.
Right.
So you think about the women in your area. Are there more heavier women or smaller women who's actually donating to the thrift store?
Right.
Donation. That's really what it is. So
that's true.
I guess if you think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the next question. It looks like we only have 10 more minutes. Am I reading right?
Yeah, about 10. Yeah, we good.
Oh my goodness.
We'll get the question.
These are some good questions, Gwendolyn.
I see it.
You
Thank
never
you.
think about it. Now you have us thinking.
Yeah.
We're not going beyond the call of duty.
I didn't really answer the question, but I kind of did.
Oh yeah, what was the second half that you didn't get the answer?
The last one I answered.
Yeah, the stores that you go to.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell me what stores.
Right. I honestly don't really have like a particular store that. No, I just like whenever I'm out, I like to like like if you go to like downtown areas and like I like little boutiques. That's my thing, boutiques. So I shop in boutiques and I try to find things that look unique that you will not find everywhere. So there's not like one particular shop, but I do like boutiques. Now, if I am going, it's consignment boutiques. If it's thinking about budget and things like that, consignment boutiques where you would have like in the more affluent areas, like Jill mentioned, so that they really cost a lot, but they're barely worn or not worn, and then that like drops the price considerably. So that's where I would go, for deals for the fancy on a budget.
So that's awesome. Yeah, consignment shop. It's funny because I ended up talking to someone because they asked me about an article of clothing I was wearing. Probably was a dress, if I'm not mistaken. And I said to her, I was like, "Oh, I purchased this from a consignment shop," and she was like, "Oh, that's such a fancy way to say thrift store."
Right.
I was like,
yeah.
But there, I found that there is a difference though.
There is
consignment stores are like boutiques. Sometimes it's hard to tell because what they say is they're lightly used. New or lightly used. It's more consignment stores. Thrift stores is just anything.
Yeah.
You just have to look and
Yeah. Really, consignment stores to me is more like you said, fancy. It's better quality stuff. Even it's antiques, but it's better quality. It's worth more than just thrifting because they throw anything in the Goodwill sometimes.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at me learning. Okay, now I see what she said.
It's an upscale from the thrift stores.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Like you'll find things at consignment stores, Gwendolyn, that are like nicer than a lot of stores, like the discount stores that Miss Penny was talking about, like Cato's and she mentioned. You mentioned Cato's and Forever 21 and stuff like that. Like those are retail stores, but the quality is not like of a consignment store, even though it's a consignment store.
You have a lot of times, a lot of rich people really give more to the confinement stores, to be honest with you.
Right.
They'll give to a confinement store because you can find it better. I'm not saying they won't do it to the Goodwills, but the confinement stores, like they got one on the island, and I always say, my niece always said, we're going to it, but they got better quality. She already told me to say the things that they have, and you find better stuff, because these are from rich people.
And the thing with the consignment stores also is when you they give you money for it, so it's not just donating, you're consigning it, right? And also like you can sometimes they'll give you like discounts on the the merchandise, so a lot of people can also shop there and and just kind of get discounts at the stores as well, so they form more of a relationship with the business owners of the consignment stores, so they like expect more quality from them. So it's a different ball game with consignment stores.
But can I say this for you? But you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go to the question. I promise it'll be short. Before, I never used to shop the confinement stores or thrift stores when my kids was growing up. I never did. I'm gonna be honest with you. The most I started doing, I go there every now and then. One thing about me, I like looking through junk. I don't like all that. If it's too messy, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. But what I'm gonna say is, is that, but since I've been on YouTube and I'm finding things for decor budgeting and stuff and little things, and every night I look for certain clothes in there, then I'm finding myself going there more. But I'm still not all the time going to the thrift store person. But if it's a budget and people tell me good stuff in that store, I will go. But when my kids was growing up, I never did, because I just can't see myself going through all that clutter. It just was too.
Well, consignment stores, Miss Penny, are usually not cluttered.
Yeah, those are more fancy. Yeah, that's what upgrade.
They merchandise them and style them with the mannequins and all of this stuff. And sometimes you'll forget, like, oh, this is consignment.
Not saying that we didn't need to shop on a budget. I'm not a funny person. I don't do all that stuff. I'm like, hey, God, they come with stuff all over the place.
I feel like they're
a little better organized now. I noticed that in Goodwills, they're better now than they used to be.
Oh, the Goodwill, Gwen, the Goodwill in South Philly is on Oregon Avenue.
Oregon, okay. I'm glad thank you. I'm gonna go look. I'm going there this weekend. How about that? I'm gonna go. Because it's time. I need to get some stuff. Everything I wear, I gotta like pull it up to here or tuck it back and fold it. I'm tired of it.
Girl.
I was like, I'm gonna wear
it. Roll and fold, baby. She tuck, rolling, and folding. Go ahead.
My gym tights, I had to like pull them up. They're almost like touching my bra. That's bad. They're not supposed to be that long.
You did good then. You did good though. You lost a lot of weight. That's good.
I really did. And I think at first I was in denial, like, I don't lose that much weight. It's nothing. Until I had to pull it up and roll it down. Oh no, it was just too much. Too much.
It's just said pull it up and roll it.
So I want to ask another question, but we only have 4 minutes. So
okay, go ahead.
4 minutes, 1 minute apiece. Down.
Okay, so 1 minute. All right, I got it. All right, so my next question. I'm trying to see which one I would pick. So that one's going to be too long. All right, I'm going to ask the simple question. Okay. What are your go-to accessories that look expensive to others but are actually cheap?
Accessory is it anything? Clothes, accessory, anything?
It could be anything.
Not Dollar Tree stuff, honey. When I get thrift stuff and I spray paint it with my paint, girl, I can make that thing look expensive.
Oh yeah, you do that too.
Spray paint, baby. Spray paint is your friend.
Stuff. DIY anything, it will look.
Yes, DIY. There you go. Spray paint, and you go to that thrift store, you find some unique vases and things, and different decor stuff on a budget. Girl, spray paint is your friend, and you can change the color of things. And you doing a setting, you spray paint for that color, and you can, if because sometimes they come up with all colors. Because one of them they got now with the color green. Lord, where you go? Well, green could be a floral thing, but still you can still color get a Dollar Tree charger and turn it green, so it's things you can do. Okay,
tell me about it. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is
your turn.
For me, it's hats. Okay, so when I was growing up, my grandma, she spent a pretty penny on her hats, like her church hats and things.
Yeah.
However, like years ago, I just started thrifting. So a lot of my hats, if I purchase them, because I do get hats, for gifts, and they're not from thrift or consignment stores or anything. But I will wear them too. I will have plenty of hats. You guys know I love hats. But a lot of the big hats that I like, the big fancy hats, a lot of them are consignment hats.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. I know I really love that red hat you had on in one of your recent videos.
Goodwill. That was Goodwill. That was Goodwill.
Yeah, so what you do? Lysol it down real good before you. How you do it? How you sanitize it?
That's a good question.
How you sanitize it?
You just said it. You just said it. How?
Okay. No, that one saying. I assume you use Lysol. Yeah, because make sure you.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Put it out.
And now with my fancy washer and dryer. I have that sanitize button.
Oh, your fancy wash machine system.
It's fancy.
That washing machine is fancy. That alone is okay. Look. I can say for me, my thing would be jewelry. I wear a lot of costume jewelry. I do not spend arms and legs for jewelry because number one is because I am extremely clumsy and I lose almost everything.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I have lost is my wedding band and my ring.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do too.
Oh, and I have a necklace that my mother-in-law gave me. I haven't lost that. But outside of that, like I lose a lot of jewelry. So a lot of things I get really cheap. Like I actually go to the hair store for some jewelry, like little T studs and stuff.
Really?
I lose them. So I'm like, I might as well buy them cheap. You can buy like a whole pack of them for like $2.
That is true. And like the fancy, what do you call it? Like the wedding type jewelry, the bridal type jewelry. A lot of that stuff at like those hair stores. I know what you're talking about.
Yes. And like these earrings I have on now, they're really nice. They're like, it's like
Come closer. Come closer. I want to see. Those are pretty.
I like these. And I got these from a secondhand store. They were 50 cents.
Oh, wow. That's a good deal.
And I believe that somebody had made them and they took them to the secondhand store to sell because they were never worn. It was tons of pairs like this. It was a lot of different ones.
Yeah, they might have made
it. I was like, they've never been worn before and they're only 50 cents. Why wouldn't I buy them?
Right.
They match my style. They look elegant. Like, they're nice. I like them.
Yeah. So Nava, she says, I used to get some good hats at this thrift store in Marietta. So Marietta is in the Atlanta area.
Oh.
Thank you, Nava.
Wow.
Thank you for that good tip. For that fancy tip.
Yeah, I agree. I can't keep up with jewelry neither, except for my ring. I guess if I put really money in it, I keep up with it. But costume jewelry, I lose. I'm bad with it.
Yeah,
and Jill Style, she says, I have a pair of faux diamond earrings from Sally's. This is what we're talking about. That I get so many compliments.
Oh, from Sally's, Miss Jill. I'm gonna have to try that out. I need me some diamond earrings.
Yes.
Sally,
that is a nice place. They do have nice stuff. Yeah? I didn't think about that. I gotta go there now. I gotta go shopping.
I know.
I also like
store at a time.
Yeah, we are out of time. I do like to support like our like small businesses, social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, for fancy things as well. And a lot of, these social media little, online boutiques have great deals as well. So we definitely want to show support, and they're very different and authentic.
Yeah.
One of a kind. All right, guys. So, you have anything left to say, host?
I actually don't. I actually enjoyed this episode. I learned some things from and I'm going shopping tomorrow.
Well, make sure you show us a video or a haul when you get your stuff. Now,
I'm gonna have to.
That is fun. That is fun.
So just make sure Gwen stay backstage, okay? Because the last time we stayed backstage, Gwen going. I said, Gwen going.
Oh, stay backstage for a second now, Gwen. We have to check.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. No, okay. we just did it last week. We did it last week.
Okay.
All right. So
thank you guys. Yeah.
This fancy chat is adjourned. So guys, remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Penny's Lifestyle Living, subscribe to Gwendolyn Ray Inspires. Definitely, show all of us, the fancy panel, some love for sure. Thank you for joining us. in the Fancy Sphere this Friday evening. This is episode 5. So next week is episode 6. We're going to have Miss Penny lead the discussion next week. Yeah, yes. So exciting. So if anyone would like to work from home, go to panageinc.com, fill out an applicant form on the website, join the party, get excited. All right, now, my fancy, fabulous friends, we are going to call it a great night. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.